Jay Runer here, and today I'm coming to you with 3 hard crashes, 2 misloaded tunes, and the Mazda RX-7. So I ended up buying 3 cars so I can use all 3 of my tunes, and this particular track is a speed tune, so I get to use my speed build for this track. The Monza Autodroma. I do know this track well because it is one of my test tracks when I do testing on transmission, suspension, and all that other good stuff. It's one of the few tracks that I use to, really dial in when I'm trying to build and get it all set. So, as we wait here for this obnoxiously long loading screen, I'm just hoping that in the mid race it doesn't crash on me, because it's been like every race I could have brought you some good racing, and it crashed on me, and there was just nothing I could do about it. So as we wait here, hopefully we load up soon. It looks like the Jeep CJ5 might be a little bit of a problem because the acceleration on that car is pretty good. All right, and here we are. In this speed loadout, you have to use traction control because you have 736 horsepower, so it's kind of hard to do that on street tires. But a lot of acceleration, a lot of speed. You can top out at almost 260 miles per hour. And there we go. Starting off this race very well with a good bowling ball going through and taking out everybody. So up into third, catching up with second, an S2000. Yep, there's a Jeep that I was talking about. I figured he was going to be up front because of his acceleration. So we're about to show him that your acceleration means nothing to this car. As we run past him, this particular build, I use the race motor with no limiters. And the way I have the brakes set up in a higher gear, you can almost pull the trigger all the way down for braking. And for some reason, the brakes don't work in this game. It doesn't matter if they're tuned or not tuned for some reason. It's just every once in a while, the brakes just don't work. All right, catching up to the Jeep real quick here. Going to brake early. Ooh, try not to lock them up. Doing well. In this car, you want to stay in second gear. Now, since this is a speed tune, it is really like driving on ice because you have to. It doesn't have a lot of handling, so it has a lot of oversteer. But with traction control on, you should be able to control it fairly easy. All right, on the straightaway, where we're going to do our best on the Jeep Willy. Here we go. Going to make our move. Going to make it past him. All right, slowing down, full brake there. That's the way I have the brakes set up. In a higher gear, you can pull the trigger almost all the way down without locking up the brakes. As you saw there was smoke coming off there. Oh my goodness, he almost sideswiped me. That would have been terrible. That would have been a terrible hit there. All right, taking off from him, getting a lot of distance from him really quickly. You got almost 700 feet on him. All right, slowing down. You'll never really use first unless you have like an absolute turnaround, which there's really not a lot of speed courses that has an absolute turnaround, so you won't have to worry about ever using first. So staying in second is your best option, just the way I have the transmission tuned. All right, now we're going to make our distance on the entire pack. We're only into the third lap, and yeah, we're already 700 foot on the Jeep. And the car will tend to slide because of the traction control and the way I have the suspension set up, but you got to use that. It turns from the center, so you got to know that you're turning from the center and not from the front or the rear of the car. That's just the way the car is set up, and it seems to be the best way to use a car that is this fast. The only thing that sucks about this car is the handling and the brakes. I've tuned the brakes the best I can, and we're doing pretty good right now. Ugh, felt like I was about to overextend on that one, but we're doing pretty good right now. And you got to be very consistent. You got to be very precise in my speed cars because they are to the T. You have to have perfection. And most speed cars are built that way. You have to have perfection to be able to use them optimally. And I'm hoping that the game doesn't crash because I'm doing very well right now. And I have not been able to get good footage at all. I usually don't like to show off speed races because they're kind of boring. There's really nothing much to them. But there's just nothing I can show y'all because I'm always either getting wrecked out constantly, having a clean pass and just getting destroyed. No. Okay. We're making it. Okay. See, that's the thing about this car. You go so fast, the brakes just don't feel like they're responsive enough, and then you're locking them up, trying to get it to stop. But if you got everything correct and everything perfect, you shouldn't have to worry about going into any walls or anything. But yeah, like I was saying, there's just I wanted to bring you another race, but mid-race it crashed. I was like, man, that race was so good. And it was at the very end. We had a good battle. I was going to come in about fourth place or whatever, but it didn't matter. It was a good fight that I was having with a Mustang, and I couldn't bring that to you because it crashed midway through. So it's unfortunate of that. All right, here we go on the last lap. Oh, I'm coming in too hot. But I got a good lap time. I'm coming in too hot. Oh, here we go, bouncing off. No, I didn't really bounce on that one, but my lead was so far ahead that it didn't matter that I crashed. That's how fast this car is. That's just how good the speed tune is. Imagine this on the Le Mans, the Mulsanne Straight. I really wanted to use this build on that track, but you know, this track's good enough. And it looks like we got some rammers up here. I'm gonna have to juke them out, hopefully. Oh, I already had to juke out one earlier, and then I totally obliterated that man because I couldn't stand him. And look at that. It's probably why I can't get good footage, because no one cares about the driving aspect of this game. They just care about doing what they want and nothing else. But I do have 3 tunes available. There we go. I got the flip. I got the flip. I do have 3 tunes available. I got a handling build that gets 6-3 handling. I got a balanced build, which will probably be the general one you use, because most of the tracks that are coming up in this hopper are more balanced oriented. They're not either speed or handling, because for whatever reason, probably because the problem with loading up different tunes, you just can't. So I had to buy 3 cars so I could use all 3 of my tunes effectively. That did pretty good. A 50.97, not too bad. Did it cleanly. But yeah, this has been Jay Runer. Like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. And hopefully they'll fix the hopper issue, because this is getting ridiculous. I can't race at all. Thought I'd bring you this short little clip of some Rammer revenge. I was on Sonoma. This guy just turns across me for no reason, knocking me off the track. But I was keeping it very stable. I actually ran the fastest time on this track, but I ended up coming in 7th or 6th or something. I don't remember exactly, but as I'm coming up on him to pass him again, he swings over. I was expecting it, anticipating it, swing left, swing right. And I was just like, you know what, I'm tired of this. So I just hit him. Jay turned on him and just left him there. So revenge is served cold or sweet. It's whatever you want to call it.